Success comes after the 70th attempt. Once, a stranger reproached the Spartan king, saying, "Why do Spartans work their land with the hands of helots, slaves, and not themselves?" The response came, "Because we acquired this land not through laboring on it, but through laboring on ourselves." When external difficulties disappear, or metaphorically speaking, when the northern wind subsides, one cannot become complacent and sit idly, enjoying idle leisure. Inner work should never cease for a single day. Many experts of the human soul, priests, doctors, teachers, psychologists, philosophers, writers, poets, and wise individuals, believe in this. The famous American writer and success philosopher, Napoleon Hill, liked to tell the story of his grandfather, who was a carriage maker. When the old man cleared the land for plowing, he always left a few oak trees in the middle of the field. Exposed on all sides to the elements, unlike the trees that grow in the forest and help each other, these oaks grew extraordinarily strong and resilient. It was from these trees that the old man made the wheels for his carriages. Such wheels could withstand any load and remain durable for a long time without wearing out. What difficulties are to the oak tree, the same are to humans, challenges. In resisting them, we become stronger and more resilient, both in spirit and in body. In his bestseller, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey talks about the compensation effect, a unique reward for extra effort. Here's what he writes. "Once, I was in a gym with a friend, a Ph.D. in philosophy. At the time, he was interested in questions of physiology and, specifically, how to become stronger. He asked me to stand by while he lifted weights on the machine several times and then to hold the bar for him. Only when I signaled, he added sternly. I stood and watched as he trained, ready to take the bar from him at any moment. It went up and down, up and down. It became increasingly difficult for him to lift it. But he didn't stop training. Every time he reached for the bar, I thought, this time it won't work. But he succeeded. Then he slowly lowered it and lifted it again. Up and down, up and down. His face turned red from the strain, his veins bulged, it seemed like they were about to burst. Or his chest would rupture. At some point, I thought, maybe I should intervene. Perhaps he's losing control and doesn't realize what he's doing. But he successfully lowered it. And raised it again. I couldn't believe my eyes. Finally, he gave the signal to take the bar. I asked him, why did you endure so much? The main effect of exercises is achieved at the very end, he replied. I want to become strong. And that won't happen until the muscle fiber tears and the nerve endings register pain. Then nature initiates the process of compensation. In 48 hours, the muscle fiber will recover and become much stronger. I understood, Covey concludes. The same principle applies to emotional muscles, such as patience. If we exercise it excessively, the emotional fiber tears, and immediately the process of compensation begins. The threshold of patience will be much higher next time. That's how obstacles compel us to make efforts, and it is precisely through efforts that we create everything that people later marvel at. And if after one or several attempts, the situation doesn't change for the better, the most important thing is not to stop. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.